I've made some big mistakes during my time of playing Raid Shadow Legends, and no, wearing green in front of a green screen is not one of them. These are very carefully thought of mistakes that I've made. 8 mistakes, and I promise you none of these ones you will even think that I want to give you in this video. So make sure you watch all the way to the end. I always save the best for last. Alright, before we start up, I have to put this disclaimer out there. This applies specifically for my account and during my experience I've had so far while playing the game for 3 years or so. So it might not apply to you, and you're free to always give me counter arguments in the comments below. I'm always appreciating those from you guys. All right, first off, I'll start easy. Let's just ease into it. The first mistakes I think I make on a regular basis on this game is not claiming energy, thinking I have enough time. And this one might apply to a lot of people, but it's kind of something that can just make your day go from a good day that you started at 10 a.m. to a bad day. You're like just fuming. Nobody else around you knows why you're getting angry, but it turns out that you forgot to claim one energy or something right there and it expired. Now for arena tokens, we really don't care. They can expire because we don't even have time to farm the arena, or even if we do farm the arena, we already have a gold a maxed great hall. Well, not everybody has, but I do have a maxed great hall. That's why you see this arena token sitting there 33 minutes and not bothered. But energy, as a free-to-play player, even one energy pot expiring is a huge deal, I'm telling you. So that kind of make sure you come into right here, you see your energy has 30 minutes, you're like, oh, let me just go grab food and come back. You grab food, you come back, you forget that there's energy counting down right there, and next time you remember, oh, I was supposed to claim something, you come and it's gone already. So that's one easy mistake that is something I always repeat in the game. So my advice is that whenever you see an energy that has even 4 hours to go, claim it immediately. If you're about to go to bed and you see something has 10 hours, by the time you wake up, you forget that there is something there to claim. So better to claim it when it has 10 hours, 14 hours than to allow it expire, except you want to set an alarm or a timer on that to remind you to claim it. That's one way to go about it, I guess. All right, that's the first one. Is an easy one. A lot of people do make that mistakes, and yeah, on the Note to Pro especially, I make that mistake. That's why I go there, I claim a lot of energy, and it's better to be above energy than to let it expire, I guess. All right, the second mistake that I make in Raid Shadow Legends is forgetting to buy energy from the clan shop. These are all something free-to-play players can relate to, although this time around they are being kind of stingy with giving us energy in this clan shop that we can buy with our clan gold. Right now we can easily obtain this clan gold no matter where you are in the game, whether you're doing clan quests from basic, expert or elite. You should be able to afford this clan shop energy right here. It's a way for you to complete things in the game extremely easier. So when we see it in the clan shop and we're like, oh, the tournament I need it for has not started yet, maybe tomorrow I'll use it for something, and then you end up using your saved up energy, but you forget to claim this one. When you see 2 days left, you're like, I still have time. 24 hours less, you buy it, but you forget to buy it, and the opportunity to get 1000 energy, it's not like 3 energy or 40 energy. No, it's not 500, it's 1000 energy right here. It just disappears. It's a huge deal to let this go. So make sure whenever it comes up, that first day when you have 5 days to go to refresh, claim it that day and use it that day, except maybe you are planning it for a fusion tournament or something. But that's one thing that had happened to me on my main account, where I'm busy using my energy in my inbox that was about to expire, or the tournament I got the number of points, I was like, I will hold on, and then you wake up in the morning, the clan shop has reset. That's one thing that really tips me off. All right, I've taken off the 2 easier ones out of this list of 8 mistakes I do regularly on Raid Shadow Legends that I have to change and get better at. So this third mistake right now, it won't be that popular opinion to most players in Raid Shadow Legends, so bear with me. Just listen for a minute, don't just judge. All right, if you get to the end game, you've beaten the Hydra, you've beaten the Doom Tower, you've beaten basically every content in the game, you start kind of moving from a place where you no longer pull shards for 2x events and you start waiting for a guaranteed legendary event only to pull your shards. talking about 20 sacred shards, talking about 150 ancient shards, and talking about, is it 90 void shards? You're waiting for those type of events to pull your shards. That's what has been advertised for endgame players to do if you're looking for specific champions and you don't want to get duplicate champion from pulling 2x. I fell into that category where I've beaten all content and I'm looking for specific champions to help me beat content, or specific champions that I do not have, like a Sifi, like a Rotos, so I'm looking for those 10x, guaranteed events for those type of champions before I, pull my shards and obtain them. So I fell into that category that is hoarding my shards for a guaranteed event like that. So if I head over right there, you see, yes, I was waiting for guaranteed events. So that's this third mistake. Switching from a 2x shard pool player to now a guaranteed and extra legendary only shard pool player. So whether you're free to play or a spender, it doesn't really matter. Most people switch from pulling shards from only 2x weekends to now pulling shards for only guaranteed legendary event and extra legendary event if they are close to that mercy. So I think that's a mistake I have done. Why is it a mistake? Is because all the time I've switched from that 2x shard pool player to this guaranteed legendary shard pool, I've not found any joy in pulling shards. That's it. The joy in pulling shards used to come from 2x events. I don't care if I've gotten 3 of one particular legendary champion that made me make this decision. What's his face now? I think he's in the reserve vault. Let me quickly see the champion that made me switch to now be pulling these shards for only that time. This dude, I got 3 copies of him and I was like, no more, I'm not doing 2x anymore. I keep getting him. So that kind of triggered me to now switch to only guaranteed legendary events. And so far, while I've been hoping for guaranteed legendary event, one came up for Candlephone, and I already had Candlephone. Another one came up for a champion, I didn't want it. So I ended up saving all my shards, waiting for this guaranteed legendary event. And it turns out one came out for Krisk, I already had Krisk. So it feels like I'm not getting the joy out of shard pulls like we used to do in the early times when we are looking forward to pulling our shards. Every time there's a 2x for ancients, every time there's a 2x on sacred, except you're saving shards for a fusion, there's no excuse why you shouldn't be going for 2x events. That's basically, so I know a lot of people who disagree that guarantees legendary events are the best time, or double legendary are the best time to pull your shards. But as a free-to-play player who has benefited so much from pulling shards for guaranteed, I have to come back. Pulling shards for 2x, I have to reset my thinking and not bother about getting so many duplicates, because right now I've accepted my fate that I will take those duplicates and I want to fill my faction guardian. So this is me officially telling you that I will no longer be saving shards for guaranteed legendary events. I will no longer be saving shards for extra legendary event, 2x legendary events. So I'll only be pulling for 2x ancient, 2x void, and 2x sacred. So to even see that I've already pulled all my shards for sacred right there. It's not showing. Yeah, 0 sacred shards right there. I've pulled everything. Hopefully you watch that live stream. So I'm not waiting for 20 sacred legendary champion, because I feel like that's more of an end game spender thing. Somebody who is you're looking for that arena nuker, you're looking for that specific champion, for that Necrit, you're looking for that Krisk, you're looking for that Sifi. So those players should be saving their shards and saving their money for those guaranteed legendary events. I'm just looking to play the game and beat content and upgrade my champions the best they can be. So I don't have any champion in +1. None so far in +1. That should be something that should be a goal right now. So eventually, while you're pulling shards for those 2x, you eventually get all the other ones that you don't own. And just yesterday, while we were pulling those secrets, I did pull champions that I do not own. I was like, oh, I don't have a Bracos. Oh, I don't have a Throughout. Oh, I don't have a Saito. Yes, these are 3 legendary champions that I was like, no need to pull during 2x anymore, because I have everybody in raid. I don't have these 3 champions, so there is still an opportunity for me to get new champions that I do not own. So I shouldn't just program my mind that 2x is all about getting duplicates. No. So I have to come back to 2x event, because it has blessed me so much, because I can save, do the clan boss, save, but I should pull them during 2x. It's still the best time to pull shards, like we will already tell newer players. So that's the complicated, or the hot take right there. Me switching from guaranteed back to 2x. Let me know what you think about that one. But so it's a mistake. I feel like switching to guaranteed legendary events only is a mistake. Except them do something for a champion you need so bad. Which champion do I need so bad that I'll only do a 10x for? Sifi, Rotos? I'm not that crazy about them, I guess, for PvP. I'm just fine with my already existing champions. All right. The next mistake that I think I've been making in Raid Shadow Legends is auto-selling good artifacts. Being lazy to do our gear cleanse. So what does that mean? Whenever you head into the dungeons and you want to run the battle, you have the energy, you want to go to bed, you have super rates on multi-battles. Those playing on PC or mobile use this to auto-sell the artifacts during campaign farming, right? If you forget to turn that off and you come back here, you might end up auto-selling your 5-star artifacts, your 6-star artifacts if you even select that one. So this would be a mistake to set this up and run all your energy and come back and know nothing found. You have a lot of silver, yes, everything was sold for silver, but then you have nothing. Have I done this? Almost. What do I mean? Whenever I use RSL helper, let's use that as the example because that's where it happens the most. If you're using RSL helper, those who use RSL helper know what I'm talking about. Without auto sell feature, it's very dangerous. What do I mean? You come in here, you select a bunch of rules that you don't know whether you did it by yourself or somebody else did it for you. You just loaded the rules right here, and it begins to auto sell everything and auto sell stuff. This is for players who have reached that level where they don't want to do gear cleanses anymore. We shouldn't come to the point where we are so eager to not do our own gear cleanses. Like the best part of champion training or the best part of dungeon, well, usually when you come in here, select and start doing this, you know, select the flat start defense. See, I have none because the auto sell has already done it for me. So we are getting so used to the fact that these are gear we're supposed to sell, and now we're beginning to put rules into this RSL helper or auto sell features that is making us sell even good in quotation artifact. I feel like we should come back to the point where, especially if your account is not at that point, 6-star epic gear shouldn't be sold except it has triple flat stats or something. That's the type of rule. So when you farm a gear like, let me see if I have any, something like this, that's a legendary one, this is an epic one. See, it has 2 flat stats right there. And my auto sell rule says don't sell it because I want to see it with my own eyes. So yes, I'm still gonna sell it on this account because this is trash. This is total trash, right? 2 flat stats is trash. But let's not trust these auto sell features to the point where we begin to auto sell things by ourselves, by itself, to the point that we don't see this artifact by ourselves anymore. It's just called being lazy. So let it farm, let it overflow into your inbox. It's one of the fun ways that we play the, I know artifact enhancement is not fun, but see, gear cleanses can be fine. Just come here, claim everything, do your filtering by yourself, sell all the flash stats. That's how we used to do it. That's how mobile players do it. But all these other softwares that help you do it faster are good as long as you set the right rules. So I'm saying set a limitation to the amount of things you sell and let your eyes see some artifacts. Legendary artifacts, 5-star, 6-speed substat. It might roll quad speed, but your auto sell has sold it because you told it to sell all 5 stars. So that's something, a mistake I have done. I have edited my auto sell rules to now only, you know, keep those epics for me. I want to see those epics and sell it by myself. I don't want to see rares. I still don't want to see 6-star rares. So that rule still remains. Depends on your account though. So I'm auto selling 6-star rares, but I'm keeping all epics except their flat main stats. Or yeah, if it's sub stats, I want to see it and sell it by myself. All right, that's one more mistake that I think that a lot of players do make in Raid Shadow Legends right now, selling a lot of the artifacts. When you farm, you wake up in the morning, you find only 4 artifacts farmed or 6 artifacts farmed out of 300 runs because your auto sell has sold everything, and you end up with a lot of silver but no artifacts to build on your champions, and you're wondering why you're not progressing because you're not manually selecting this gear. Now if your account is overfilling, it's fine. It's fine to be overfilled with artifacts and accessories. It's fine. Sell it by yourself, look for the things by yourself and sell. Do a manual gear cleanse and don't let the auto selling, sell good stuff. This does not apply to the whales and the krakens who only keep the best of the best. This applies to you if you're still progressing in content and have a lot to build and so on. All right, we are getting closer to the most difficult ones. This will be the 5th point of mistakes that I've made in Raid Shadow Legends is hoarding. This one is so big and so it's straightforward. You understand exactly what I'm talking about, but if you're not sure what I mean, I'll show you an example of what hoarding is. Keeping too many summoning shards, keeping so many shards. For what reason? Normally I'm supposed to have just 150 ancient shards, right? So hoarding makes you go above the limit of 150 you're supposed to keep for a guaranteed legendary, right? You start going above 150, start skipping a lot of stuff. That's hoarding. And check out my gems right here, free to play with 20,000 gems. That's crazy. Now we do get some gems as content creators, but that is supposed to go into me building champions, supposed to me going to the what do you call it, Mino, getting masteries on champions, or not even Mino, buying the masteries right out and doing those champion guides for you. That's where those gems are supposed to go to. But because we are hoarders, or if you've been hoarding, you end up with 100 million silver. With some people have, check out their energies, 20k energy right there. Hoarding. Why? It's not that you don't have things in the game to do with these 20k gems. Whether you want to do it for shards or whether you want to go into the dungeon, Fire Knight, just let it rip. Farm Fire Knight for straight 1 week. Get that Savage set at level 25 or Spider at hard 10. Let these 20k and gems going right there. What we normally started saving as newer players, we would advise to keep at least 2k to 3k gems for fusions. That's all I need to keep. When you know you have a problem is when you get to this amount. Without buying anything, you end up getting to this type of gems. Now, initially, I wanted to keep this as a flex. So, as a free-to-play player, I have so many gems. It's not a flex. It's a show that I don't want to progress my account because I'm not using the resources I'm supposed to use right there, the gems and the shards, to make my account go where it's supposed to. I'm just hoarding because I want to see how it feels good to have excess resources. So that's why right now when champion training comes around, I don't hold back. I've used all the energy. I've started using my gems to complete champion training and every other thing that is going on. Every tournament, every event, I go hard. When I talk of go hard, check out the champion chase I did. I'm currently in first place in champion chase. And then for dungeon divers, let me show, I'm not stopping at the minimum required right here. I'll go hard all the way and get the epic skill tome for at least CVC or something, because I do have the resources to go hard on everything right now. So that's how I intend to spend this. And yeah, this does not translate to ancient shards. I'm just gonna use it on dungeons, use it and get better gear for myself. I'm not a hoarder when it comes to artifacts anymore. I sell a lot of good stuff. I keep the best stuff and I manually see it and sell. Usually I'm at 1,300 and excess overflowing in inbox, but I'm not a hoarder in that sense. But this is hoarding in terms of gems, silver, and shards that I need to get a grip on and stop. If you're hoarding for a particular purpose, then get there and do it. But this one feels like I'm hoarding for nothing. Just hoarding for hoarding's sake. All right, so that's another mistake that I've made in Raid Shadow Legends, and that's the 5th one. The 6th one is not farming the Sand Devil Necropolis. I recently made the decision after we've been going over here to the Altar of Souls, right? Whenever I hit 100 Mortal Souls, we do a Mortal Souls shard pool. If you've been watching those videos, I think we'll have 2 or 3 done so far. Once I hit 100 Mortal Souls, I record a video where I pull the entire 100. Where did I get that 100 from? Of course, from the Hydra, but I used to spend daily these 6 keys and buy an additional 6 keys with 150 gems. It won't let me because there's already 6 right there. So I used to farm this daily with energy, farm it with gems. Why? Because I found that I just wanted to get more my champion blessings to 2-star to 3-star at least awakening level. I wasn't trying to get to like 5-star maximum, but pulling those soul stones just got me trash. Not even one good legendary, maybe 3-star, 2-star. That's all it ever got me, enough to win one. So that kind of discouraged me to stop farming this Iron Twins Fortress, and I think that was a mistake, because now I feel like my account is stagnated at a point where a lot of players I'm fighting in the arena has 5-star awakened legendary champions, 5-star awakened. I'm not even talking about 6-star awakening. They have 5. They didn't just buy it, they've been getting this from the Iron Twins. And if you stop right there, stop farming it, that means you don't want to progress. You're okay with your 1-star awakening level and 2-star awakening that you get from the shop. But by farming this Iron Twins Fortress regularly, it will give me more mortal soul stones to summon, which will increases my chance of maybe one day getting that 6-star awakened nuka that I need or something. So that's something I think that it's a mistake for me to stop doing it and then not progressing my account on that level anymore. So what is going to happen, I will eventually go back to it. I usually farm it on a Sunday. Yes, Sunday is the best day to farm it when it drops double rewards. But I think on a weekday, daily farming it and then spend that gem, 150 gems, and farm it some more, it's the best way to go if you're end game. This is not a beginner player advice. This is a mistake I'm doing for my account. As a beginner player, avoid this by all means. Spend your resources in dungeons and other places. All right. So that's a mistake, something I intend to fix and start farming these Iron Twins on a daily. This is something you're supposed to just do, minimize it and go watch YouTube or something. It's not something you watch, it's on auto, and I farm it at the higher level, so why shouldn't I be doing it on a daily basis? We're not going to apply the same thing to the Sun Devil because this is also content I only farm when an advanced quest requires me to do so. Yes, we'll not talk about this one. This is not a mistake. This is definitely something I will ignore for a while. All right, what's the next mistake? Is setting a one-man defense in 3v3 arena. So yeah, one-man defenses on 1v1 arena, it's fine to do that. I'm not even having one-man defense. I'm trying to get into platinum this weekend if that's possible. But for this tag team arena, today is Saturday. You've been setting a one-man weak defense just because a tournament, a tag team arena made you do it. Where is it? That's it. Tag arena tournament. It has ended. And guess what? You don't have enough time to climb back to where you need to be to progress to the next level. So that's something I always fall for. You see a tag team arena tournament, you rush over to your arena right there and you go set a one-man weak defense, right? So you can farm and get the highest points in that tag team arena tournament. And guess what? It's not worth it. 1 ancient shard, 200 energy, 5 soul essence. It's not worth you dropping, because if I had put a one-man defense right now, I would have been struggling to get into gold 1. But because I stayed with my full defenses this entire weekday from Monday all till Saturday, I've not set a one-man defense. That's why you still see me holding my spot in gold 1. So whether you want to maintain your spot or you want to move over to the next rank of gold 2, you cannot be doing that one-man defenses. You cannot be falling prey to that tag team arena. Why am I insisting on staying here? Is because of course what you get from the bazaar, things you can buy like the sacred shard, this accessory, so this is why you should stay here, of course. And then if you're not interested in the tag team, of course you can always go there and win those tournaments. But I don't think the sacrifice of giving up this spot is necessary, setting a one-man weak defense. So that's something I will not do. That tag team arena, I don't touch it. I don't try to push for it, except you have a good built team, defenses, attack, you fight a lot of battles. That's what makes you progress to gold 2, gold 3, and gold 4. I don't fight enough battles to be progressing. I just want to maintain my spot. I don't want to fall back because I set a one-man weak defense. So that's one mistake that I will not be doing for a while. Of course, newer players always set your one-man defenses, 2-man defenses, and whether you're in bronze or silver, that's the best way to farm a lot of this, because of you need to do it for some task or something. But if you're just trying to maintain your spot, especially for CVC, getting a lot of points right here for fighting battles. During CVC, you can set your one-man defenses and fight a lot of battles. But apart from that, that tournament is not what making you drop rank. maintain your spot or climb. All right, guys, and one last one that I saved the best for last. Like I said, all this has been controversial related to the game, but this last one that I saved for last might not really be related to raid, but I'll tell you that it's not connecting with people in the raid community. Forget content creator, forget that I'm even a content creator. If you're playing Raid Shadow Legends, you're in a clan, you have a Discord, you've been playing for 2 years, you've been playing for 3 years, and then if you go offline, is there anybody else, any person in your clan, any person you've been chatting with online that would say, where is this dude, what happened to this dude that I was playing with? If you've not been making connections in Raid Shadow Legends, a lot of people will tell you that one of the things that make you enjoy the game the most is when you play it with other players, you know, basically share ideas with people. So whether you're in a clan, whether you're doing it in live chat, in the in-game chat, you have to connect with people for this game to be enjoyable. That's one thing that keeps people in the game, even if after they hate the mechanics of the game so much or the changes in the game. It's the community that kind of keeps some people, you know, playing. So if you don't have that, you'll be easily finding the game frustrating. Everything will be difficult. You have to have some laughs, you have to share some memes, you have to connect with people. So that's something I'm guilty of not doing a lot. Like I said, YouTube doesn't count. In the Discord, in the DMs, in the Twitter, who are you connecting with? That's something that I need to get better at, because of course you can't always blame the people. You have to always put it on yourself for not putting the effort or putting yourself out there or trying to make those connections happen. So don't be the person standing in the corner in the Discord or in your clan chat. Everybody's communicating, but you're just watching, reading day in, day out, and not even saying hi. So that's something I need to do better in the raid community, because it's really important, and that's what kind of holds this community together. All right, that's 8 mistakes that I think I've been doing in Raid Shadow Legends. Like I said, I put some thought into this one before I put it on the list right there. I know there are more, but I didn't just want to put simple mistakes. I wanted to put some things that pertain to my account especially. So in the comments below, you can drop some of your specific mistakes that you've been doing in Raid Shadow Legends. That it doesn't matter whether people will agree with it or not. It's something you think is a mistake, and that's your opinion is what counts. All right, help me hit like in this video, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Remember, I create Raid Shadow Legends content on a daily basis, so make sure you're subscribed. Later, guys.